Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. Sorry that it took me a little bit to do this next video. I was just at something important at 4 o'clock, so after I did that and took a little break from videos, I was getting ready to listen to this new album. And this is for Jeff Beck and Johnny Depp's new album, 18, that I just got done listening to just a moment ago. It consists of 13 songs, but it has a runtime of 55 minutes, so it is a little lengthy, but I'll get to my overall thoughts on it when I go into the album review, of course. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for Jeff Beck and Johnny Depp's new album, 18, and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this album review. Now, like I said, sorry that I took a little break from videos for a moment, for a few hours, I meant to say. I just was doing some things, so I was a little busy, and then I was unbusy, so I was like, you know what, maybe I should review this album. But yeah, it starts with Midnight Walker, and that was a pretty strong song. It's an instrumental, but it's really good, for sure. I like the guitar work in it, and Jeff Beck doing the guitars as well is pretty good too. So they both do lead guitars and all that with the electric guitar and all that. So it's pretty strong of a track. So 5 out of 5 for this one. The Death and Resurrection Show was where Jeff Beck and Johnny Depp are singing in it, and it sounds pretty good. I really enjoyed this one. So yeah, I'm glad Johnny Depp's back. Got his life back in order so he can start making music again and also do other things like acting too, hopefully. But we'll see in due time. But yeah, um, the Death and Resurrection Show was a pretty strong song. It's one of the regular songs on the album, and it's pretty good. So 5 out of 5. Time is where Johnny Depp is mostly singing in the track, and he doesn't sound bad singing in it. Studio wise, I don't know how he sounds live, so I wouldn't know. I think I heard him one time live with his band Hollywood Vampires, and that was alright, in my personal opinion. But hey, he didn't do that bad, so 5 out of 5 with this track. Sad Motherfucking Parade is a little cringy, honestly. I don't like how Johnny Depp is singing in it, in my personal opinion. I like Johnny Depp as an actor and as somewhat of a musician. It just depends on the songs that he's singing and what he can hit with his range, but this didn't do anything for me, so it was an average song, so 3.5 out of 5. Don't Talk, Put Your Head on My Shoulder was a pretty nice track. It's just another instrumental, so it's pretty good for what it went for. Jeff Beck and Johnny Depp doing the electric guitar in this sounds really good, so 5 out of 5 for this one. This is a song for Miss Hedy Lamar. Um, was a solid track. I don't know if I'm really feeling for it, but it's got some solid moments in the track with how it's sounding instrumentally and them both singing, Jeff Beck and Johnny Depp. Sounds pretty strong, so 4.5 out of 5. Caroline No was a instrumental again, and it's pretty strong for what it is, so 5 out of 5. I got no complaints to that one. I really enjoyed it for what it was. Ooh Baby Baby was solid. I think it was a cover song if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it was or not, but you'll have to remind me in the comment section below, cause yeah, 4.5 out of 5. I don't hate this. I just think it's solid for what it went for. What's Going On is a pretty solid track. Not a really good track. I don't mean to say not a really good track, because that may sound like I'm being kind of mean. but and let putting him down or whatever for this song, but it's a solid song. I don't hate it for what it's going for, so I kind of misinterpreted what I said, or said something wrong or whatever. So please forgive me on that. But 4.5 out of 5 for what's going on. It's not bad with Johnny Depp singing in it. So I kind of like it to a degree. Uh, Venus and Furs was decent. Not a favorite of mine, but Johnny Depp's monotone vocals is somewhat alright and somewhat decent. It just depends on the listener, I guess. So for me personally, I'll give it a 4 out of 5. Let It Be Me was pretty nice of a track. This is where the tracks get mellowish towards the end of the album, and that's where it does solidly, I guess. So it has some strong moments towards the end of the album, but this one I'll give a 4.5 out of 5 for Let It Be Me. It's not a bad song, it's just alright, I guess. Stars was pretty mellow. It was 6.5 minutes long, but it was pretty mellow for what it went for. But I kind of enjoyed some moments in it with Johnny Depp singing in it. So it had some strong moments and it had its iffy moments. So 4.5 out of 5. And finally, Isolation was one of the singles, I believe. It came out a few years ago, but they never really got around to what is it? They never really got around to releasing the album, I meant to say. Sorry, I got distracted by a comment that just popped up on my channel or whatever, but still, sorry about that, guys. But still, Isolation's a pretty solid track. It ends solidly with how it's sounding. Drum-wise and instrumentation is pretty good. And Johnny Depp and Jeff Beck singing in it is pretty good. So 4.5 out of 5. Overall, production, mixing, and execution, I think Jeff Beck and Johnny Depp's 18 album was an average album. It's not that terrible. I guess you can check it out if you want to listen to something listenable. It's a listenable album, it's just, I personally think it's average because of the Sad Motherfucking Parade song. That one, I'm a little hesitant on that one, in my personal opinion. Like, I don't like how Johnny Depp's singing it, but that was what they were going for with this one. With that track, I mean. But overall, I think Jeff Beck and Johnny Depp 18 album was an average album. Definitely recommend checking it out if you want to hear something interesting. And if it's to your liking, that's great. More power to you. Just personally for me, I think it's average. So for a score for me, I'm giving Jeff Beck and Johnny Depp's 18 album a 7.5 out of 10. This was pretty solid. It's not bad for what it's going for. It's got its good moments and it's got its sort of weak moments, but I think the fourth song on the album, Sad Motherfucking Parade, was the cringiest one that brought the rating down for the album itself. But other than that, didn't hate this album for what it went for. So comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Jeff Beck and Johnny Depp album, 18 album, if you've heard it. And if you enjoyed this album review I did for you guys tonight, or getting close to evening time, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap like on this video if you liked it. Hopefully you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can, support the channel. I will be returning to you for another review. I think I'm going to be starting the Scripps discography sometime like this week or at the latest next Sunday. I haven't really come around to it, and sorry about that noise. That's someone's motorbike or whatever in my neighborhood, and my phone's dinging again, so yeah, always something, I guess. But I will be returning to you for another video, I think tomorrow or something. Gotta see what I'm doing. If not a video tomorrow, then it's gonna be a YouTube short or something like that, and I'll pretty much put it out on my channel for the Twitch live stream for tomorrow at 6:30. But I hope you enjoyed this Jeff Beck and Johnny Depp album review for 18. I don't have any desire to listen to Sabrina Carpenter's new album, Emails I Sent, or something like that. I'm just not interested because I hear she trashes Olivia Rodrigo. In my personal opinion, I like Olivia Rodrigo with the music she goes for, but if I'm not interested in an artist that's gonna trash someone I personally think is a good artist, then I want nothing to do with listening to their music. And that's just how I feel. But anyway, stay safe, guys. Take care. Hope you enjoyed this Jeff Beck and Johnny Depp 18 album review. And as always, I will see you in my next review.